always fresh every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
A man gets united with the love of his life, a Z28 Camaro. Why is that so important? Because this Camaro helped jumpstart a company worth $750 million. We'll have more. Also, spies catch the Spyker SUV prior to its Frankfurt release. A woman has a goat of a problem in her trunk. And FLDetours moves to a new day with the Ford Mustang GT. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. You're watching Fastlane Daily on Terrific Tuesday. This is episode 666.
Fastlane Daily with Derek D. Always fresh every day.
And now for today's headlines. We start today with news on a pizza delivery man. No, this is no wild accident or pervert story. It's a story about a man being reunited with his long-lost love. A 1971 Chevy Camaro Z28. Okay, maybe that sounded a little weird, but I swear, it's not like that. The man behind the story, well, it's Papa John. Yes, the pizza guy. Back in 1983, Papa John Schnatter sold his only asset in order to keep the family tavern from heading into bankruptcy. 25 years later, with 3,000 Papa John locations in over 26 countries, selling the Z28 could have been the most important move in Schnatter's life. But he missed the car and wanted it back, no matter what the cost. He even put up an offer of $250,000 to buy back the car, no matter what condition it was in. All attempts failed until Jalopnik.com stepped in. That's right, our man in the suit, Ray Wirt, came to the rescue, and it wasn't in the form of humping an Audi R8. Wait, Ian, I believe that was JF humping the R8. Yes, it was you, JF. That's right. Either way, Jalopnik readers, with the help of Facebook, have united Papa John with his Z28. Oh, that is cute. Now the car has come full circle, and in celebration of the Camaro coming home, Papa John has announced that tomorrow, Wednesday, August 26th, any Camaro owner who pulls up to a Papa John's will get a free large pizza. Now, do you think all Camaros count, even the new Camaros?
I hope so.
I think so. I mean, a Camaro's a Camaro, right?
Camaro's a Camaro.
Right. You know, in sad but hopefully unrelated story, 3 badge engineers were kidnapped outside of Newark, New Jersey last night, while there has been a significant increase in stolen Grand Nationals around the country. Right? Grand National, same chassis, take the badge off a Camaro, put it on a Grand National, go get a pretty large pizza.
I'm just gonna buy a new Camaro.
Honestly, I don't even like Papa John's pizza that much.
I'm just gonna buy a pizza.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a pizza, but not Papa John's. No offense to you, Mr. John, Papa, but whatever. Let's move on. In real car news, the Spyker D8 Peking-to-Paris has been spotted in the flesh. The production version of the already famous concept is set to be revealed at the Frankfurt Auto Show this fall. All we can tell by these photos is that the production version looks a lot like the concept version. No word on what will power the beast, but it won't be the outsourced 4.2-liter V8 since Audi will be discontinuing it next year. Either way, Spyker knows their shit. They make great cars, and I don't care what anyone says, this SUV is hot. Right, Vinny? What's up, man? So a woman goes to an auto repairman to get a belt fixed on her Chevy Malibu. Not so out of the ordinary, right? What happens right after she says, I need to replace a belt? She utters, oh, by the way, I have a goat in my trunk. Yes, a goat, and it's alive. Apparently this woman planned to butcher the goat later, but was passing through Winona, Minnesota on her way to St. Paul and figured, hey, I know I have a live goat in my trunk and all, but I really need to get this belt fixed. While the mechanic began repairs, he heard the goat crying, so he opened the trunk to give it some air. As if this story wasn't strange enough, when he opened the trunk, he noticed the goat was painted purple and gold, the colors for the Minnesota Vikings, and had the number 4 shaved into its side for Brett Favre, who just signed with the Vikings. Long story short, animal control was called, the woman's car was fixed, the goat is at the veterinarian, and that woman is a blithering idiot. Moron of the day goes to you, ma'am. Okay? And on a sad note, in the world of test driving, a Kentucky man in a 2009 Dodge Challenger has been charged with manslaughter after killing 2 people during a test drive. Brian Lee supposedly plowed into a Mercury Sable at 100 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone and killed the 2 passengers inside. While this is horrible news and our regards go out to the families and loved ones, there is a small bit of positive news. The technology present in the 2009 Challenger, sort of like the black box in an airplane, reported that the Challenger was going approximately 101 miles per hour 1 second prior to the crash. Great news for crash-related technology, awful news for the resulting situation. Man, that sucks. Next up, our producer JF Musial FLDetours, the 2010 Ford Mustang GT. Stick around. I'm in a 600 horsepower stock car about to go 160 miles per hour. I'm Derek D. You're watching Fastlane Daily. Let's rock. We just like driving anything. We love doing anything.
The Ford Mustang, an American classic. Certainly a legacy to live up to. So how's it drive? Well, let's find out today on FLDetours. So about a year ago, I had a very unique and cool opportunity to do something that hasn't really been done before. And that was to go and film how a car company reveals a new car to the public. A year later, I'm in this, the car that I actually was filming during that reveal, the 2010 Ford Mustang. So when I arrived in Los Angeles, I kind of already knew what the car was going to look like. I knew that Ford would be making the car look smaller by changing some of the body panels, but it wouldn't actually be smaller. And I also knew that they would have a new interior. When I arrived at Barker Hangar in California at Santa Monica Airport, I was surprised. It wasn't what I was expecting. It looked entirely different. And it wasn't that they made a lot of dramatic and serious changes to the way the car looked. It's just that they made the right changes. They improved the car so subtly that it made the car look 10 times better. The front overhang is a little bit more narrow, a little bit cleaner. The lights have a better detail to them. On the back, they've kind of chopped off the edges, makes the car look more compact. Interior does not rattle. The steering wheel, great fit, feels firm. Shifter, tighter. Much tighter than actually a few German cars I've driven over the past decade. Ford gets it. They get what needs to be done to make a better car. They're not with the other American car companies. They're going for the bar. They're setting the benchmark for what American cars need to be in order to survive in this economy. I don't like the seat. And I'm not saying, I'm not being, picky. No, I actually found the Lotus Exige seat to be actually kind of comfortable. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just, my back is hurting, and I can't figure out why. Now, when you finally get a stretch of road where you can kind of open up the car, you've got on tap the 4.6-liter V8. It's the same V8 as the previous generation. The only difference is that it's got the air intake from the old Mustang Bullitt. You get a sense of enjoyment when you drive this car. Yeah, it's not the best sports car out there. It's not, an Exige, obviously. It's not a Z4. Those cost more. American fun and muscle. It feels so good to have that much power at your feet. And, this car needs to be tamed. It's a Mustang. Pushing this car to limits means you got to know what you're doing. And I think that's kind of what this car's about. It's the story. It's the story of the Mustang, and it's the story of going out and just having fun. For FLDetours, I'm JF Musial, and we've got a red light with a BMW next to it. There you go.
Nice job, JF. I actually like the 2010 Mustang. I think it's pretty badass. In the beginning, though, when you were introing it, you just kept looking back as if you didn't know the Mustang was there. You were like, today on FLDetours, we'll be FLDetouring the Ford Mustang. Because the Ford Mustang is a piece of history. And that's is the green screen behind me? Oh, it's still there. It's there, green screen. No, good job, JF, seriously. Is it? Great job. You did. Anyway, Facebook.com/FastlaneDaily. Make sure you friend us if you haven't yet. Friend us. Also, Twitter.com/FastlaneDaily. And you're probably watching us on YouTube and FastlaneDaily.com. All right, I'm Derek D. You guys have a lovely Tuesday, and I will talk to you mañana. It's tomorrow in Spanish. Get your game up.